am Emily Payan, and I have been a special education teacher in Lawrence Township for the past 13 years. Thank you for your time today. Each year, thousands of Indiana students sit down to take the iRead3 assessment, a test that not only measures their reading ability, but also determines if they will move forward with their peers or face retention. Beginning in spring of 2012, the Indiana Reading Evaluation and Determination has been administered to third grade students in order to measure foundational reading standards. In the first 3 years of test administration, an average of 91% of students were proficient on the iRead3 assessment, falling to 87.3% in 2019. However, the post-COVID administration saw the lowest results, ranging from 81.2 to 82.5% in the years to follow. While many factors contribute to the decline in proficiency, the bottom line is that a change is needed. Senate Enrolled Act 1 in 2024 was passed for Indiana students to meet a goal of 95% of third graders reading by 2027. SEA 1 contains many components, including a requirement for schools to have reading instruction aligned with the science of reading, testing students in grade 2, and requiring some students to be retained if they are unable to pass in third grade. The most recent data shows that 87.3% of third grade students were able to pass the iRead3 assessment, and every subgroup showed an improvement, a celebration, as this is the first time that has happened. While this growth is a celebration, as a teacher, last year was one of the most challenging and stressful because of the chance that students could be retained. The majority of my students at my school fall in those groups of learners who historically have not shown growth, including multilingual learners, students receiving free and reduced lunch, Hispanic students, and those receiving special education services. With that being said, we had 70.2% of students pass the iRead3 assessment in 2024, compared to 56.5% of students the year before, a major celebration. Students who did not pass were granted good cause exemptions for their special education eligibility, multilingual learner status, or previous retention, while the rest were retained. This has created a noticeable discrepancy among our third and fourth grade cohorts. While students who received the good cause exemption were able to progress with their peers, they continue to receive Tier 3 interventions and reading instruction and need support in order to complete grade level work. At the same time, students who were retained have struggled with motivation and self-confidence, knowing they worked hard but have been held back. This split could have long-term implications for academic growth as well as the social-emotional well-being of students. Retention has long been a research topic with consistent results, more harm than good. In 2022, Schwartz concluded that retention did not show any benefits, and students who were retained had worse academic achievement and social emotional outcomes than those who did not. A research review from Jimerson, a professor at the University of California, Santa Barbara, showed that retention was also linked strongly to dropping out of high school. Other studies have concluded that some students can benefit from retention, learning English faster, or requiring less remedial classes in middle and high school. There are many pertinent steps that could be taken to ensure that students are receiving a foundation of literacy without retention being the only solution. A more effective approach would be a universal system for tracking interventions and attendance to ensure students have had intensive research-based instruction and remediation of skills before considering retention. This system would make it possible to identify whether a student truly needs additional time in a grade level or whether other supports, such as specialized intervention, evaluation of additional services, or targeted family engagement would be more appropriate. As Indiana moves towards the ambitious goal of 95% of students reading by third grade, it is clear that the policies around retention, exemption, and early intervention need to be closely examined and monitored. Retention should never be the first response. We need a system that guarantees early research-based interventions starting before third grade, stronger family engagement to improve attendance, and reinforce literacy at home, and professional development for teachers so that every student receives evidence-based reading instruction. In addition, we need a statewide method to track the support a child has received. These steps will better guarantee student success in order to reach the 95% goal without negatively affecting students. While my school had encouraging growth, we still have work to do and must consider the educational journeys of students as individuals and future members of society. They are more than a number on a test and deserve every opportunity to succeed. Thank you.